Hey guys, Untitled Chapter here. Gonna bring you guys today a review on my Keurig K200, the Keurig 2.0 series. I'm gonna just make a coffee and talk about the Keurig system and the 2.0 especially. And one of the things that really got me going for the Keurig system is that little thing here that says 20 brand, 125 varieties, which is actually a little bit more than that if you're counting the older style Keurig and the new manufacturers that are making the older style K-cup. So it's a little bit more than that, but this is what I like. I like variety. I like different brands and different types of coffee, so I like to try new things. So that's why I bought this system. And up to now, the Keurig 2.0 is not my favorite coffee maker. So let me get the box out of the way. I just want to show you guys the box and just what it looks like. But I already took it out and already starting to make some coffee with it. So I'm just gonna bring you guys a little bit closer here. So I'm gonna show you guys. So you can see on the sides here, I got my my K-cup 2.0, so I'm gonna use that in the future, maybe make a comparison between these two things here. So just another video to look for. But I just want to show you guys something first. Let me start off by moving you guys along the sides and taking a look at the tank itself. So I don't know if you guys can tell right there, but there are some water on the tank, so that's condensation. There's on that. There's a lot on top of the tank. So something to keep in mind if you want to buy the K200. There's going to be some condensation in the tanks, which is not the case with my Tassimo. My $37 Tassimo that was on sale for Black Friday doesn't have any condensation in there. So which is kind of amazing and funny. But anyways, that just means that the Keurig is just a little bit lower quality, higher price, lower quality. So yeah, well, Keurig, they're the Scrooge of the coffee world, in my opinion. They just want to make a lot of money, and just the more money they can make, the better it is. And that's true for a lot of companies, but there's some companies that just easier, and they're just a little bit more friendly for customers, and they're just not as greedy as Keurig. So that little K-cup 2.0 here is worth $20. So yeah, it's expensive for a piece of plastic and just some metal screen in there to filter the coffee. So kind of expensive for a little cup. That cup is two for $14. I think I paid for it. So a little less expensive, $7 a piece. So that's a little bit better. But even though you can probably get them cheaper, these aftermarket cups. So which is better, but it's still expensive because these things are even simpler, and they're just they're still expensive for what they are. So this thing's costs less than 50 cents to make. So just expensive stuff for Keurig. So all right, let me show you guys the machines itself. I'm just gonna turn it on. I just want to show you guys. I'm gonna zoom in towards the screen, show you guys the screen and the process when you turn it on and you want to make a coffee. So can't get a higher angle because my tripod is a little bit lower, but you guys can tell. I'm just gonna zoom in on there, show you guys the time it takes. It takes a lot of time to get ready because the Keurig has got two reservoirs. It's got one water reservoir in here for the water, and it's got a second reservoir in there that's like a kettle. So it's just gonna dump some of the water from the main reservoir into the secondary reservoir, and it's gonna start warming it up like something in an electric kettle or something. So it's a longer process. It's not like the Tassimo. The Tassimo is just instant. You just press the button and it starts warming the water via induction, and it's just way faster to make a coffee. Maybe I'll make a video sometime at some point just showing difference in speed between the Tassimo and the the Keurig. So let's just wait for the coffee to be made, and by the time this is gonna take to process, I'm gonna take off the coffee here. I'm just gonna make myself a little coffee. So I got some 8 o'clock discovery pack, so I got different types in there. So I got hazelnut, original, and Colombian. So I'm just gonna take myself a little something. Original it is. The 8 o'clock brand is pretty good. I mean, all of them are really good coffee, and you know, the taste wise, they're a little bit better than the one I got from Donut House. Donut House, they got 2 types in there. They had 4 different types of coffee, and 2 of them were you know, flavor type coffee. All right, so it's finished warming up. So now you just take your pod, you put it in there, and as you guys can see, that little ring there for the K-cup is something that I'm gonna talk about after I make that coffee. So just put it in there, close it. Now you can, let me show you guys. I'm just gonna go and take you guys closer to show you the menu. So let's look at the menu here. So as you guys can see, you got a selection. You can select your coffee, what kind of things you want to do. You want to make it strong, which I am. I love a strong coffee. You can choose hot cocoa. You can select the brew size from 10 ounce, from 4 ounce all the way up to 10 ounce. So 4, 6, 8, 10. I wish they would go up to 12, at least 12, 14 even. Because 10 is you know, barely acceptable for me. I like a tall coffee. I like to drink, you know, a big coffee when I get some coffee. So you know, I wish they would just go up a little bit more. I don't have that problem with the Tassimo because the start button on the Tassimo is a multifunction button, and if you want more coffee, you just press the button, leave your finger in there, and choose how much coffee you want. So you want 14 ounce, you want 16 ounce coffee, you can do as much as you want. So that's one good thing for the Tassimo versus the Keurig. So now let's just press the button and let's see how much time it takes. So as you guys can see, it's brewing. So let me just show you guys a little bit closer. Try to zoom in and look at the drip and the screen at the same time. Sorry, just shaky a little bit on the tripod. I gotta get a better tripod. So you guys can see it dripping a little bit, hopefully. So it takes a little bit of time. If you're doing a strong coffee, it's gonna take more time because it's letting the ground coffee infuse a little bit more. It's letting it stay in there a little longer for the water, so it's coming out and it's a little bit stronger than your regular coffee, because the regular coffee is just water passing through the filter at a higher speed. So it's a little bit less strong of a coffee versus that one. So you can hear the Keurig struggling a little. I don't know how much time this is gonna last me, especially if I do strong coffee all the time. You know, by the time originally the water started warming up, the Tassimo would have already been done serving, you know, making a standard size coffee cup, so coffee mug. So it's a little bit annoying for speed, especially if you want to have your coffee. You know, you don't want to waste any time because you have a pod system. To me, this is like a glorified just coffee maker. This is just as simple as a coffee maker, and it's just that easy. So that's a little bit annoying for me because, you know, one thing I bought it for was the my K-cup and to make individual coffee. Now it's telling me to add more water in there, so you could just bypass this by holding your finger on the button for more than 3 seconds, and it's gonna close the machines. So I'm gonna add some coffee later. But I'm gonna show you guys the coffee in there, what's inside the cup. But what usually I like to do when I take off my coffee, the pod, I'm just gonna take off the pot here. I'm just gonna zoom in so show you guys right there. So there's a little tab there that you can press, and that's gonna expose the needle for the carafe. So I just like to press on there and just blow in there. Just a little bit of wind, and I don't know if you guys could tell, but no, you guys can tell, but there's a little bit of coffee dripped down, that dripped down in the mug. So you just press on there and you just blow in there. So there's just going to be a little bit of water left and a little bit of coffee dripping. Otherwise, the Keurig starts dripping a little bit, and you get some coffee all over your counters. So that's a little bit annoying for that. So let me talk about Keurig and the K200 system for a little bit. Just going to show you guys the coffee and what the coffee looks like. So that's about it. So that's a standard, well, not standard, but a little bit larger size mug, and it's almost filling not half, a little bit more than half, but it's not enough coffee. So let me just say it like that. It's not enough coffee. I just wish they added 2 or 4 more ounces. So, but let me talk about the K200 and the K-Cups. So you see the K-Cups, they are different designs than the original K-Cups. They got that little white ring around there. So basically, Keurig did that because their patent expired on the original K-Cups. So any other type of brand, third party, that wanted to make some Keurig K-Cups for people to try different brands, different type of coffee, they could start making them. So that's why Keurig did that, because they weren't making any money on the people, the third party coffee maker that was selling the K-Cups for less money. So they weren't making any money on there. So they decided to put that white ring so they could change the patent, remake a new patent for this K-Cup, and just start making money off of it. So people got really pissed off when they did that. They just bought the K200 system and they just used their old pods for their Keurig, and they wanted to try the new system, and it says, oops, this cup is not compatible with the Keurig system. So what happened is Keurig, that was really a mistake on their part, and what started happening is that they lost share in the stock market. So their stock prices just dropped in the stock market, and it just dropped by half almost, or even more than half. So people really got pissed off and disappointed that Keurig did that. So that's bad on their part. So let me just take a Tassimo disc here and just show you guys the Tassimo disc. So this is a third-party brand. So this is our finest, best Canadian, whatever. So this, you see here, there's a little barcode. So code barcode, so you can actually read some information. So versus the Keurig is just a white ring and it says Keurig Brew, so it doesn't do anything. The Tassimo does something, because the barcode tells it how much coffee you need to put. If you're doing a latte, it's gonna tell you how much milk you're gonna put in there versus how much coffee you're gonna put in there. So the Tassimo is actually useful for the barcode. So it's actually doing something. The Keurig, it's only telling the coffee maker this is an official Keurig K-Cup, so please use this one and give us some money in the process, because if you're using a third-party brand, you're not giving us any money. So see, this is our finest for Tassimo. This is a third-party brand, so Tassimo is not making any money off of that, I don't think. So Tassimo doesn't care. People buy sometimes the official, sometimes they buy third party. It just depends. But Tassimo is not going to change their system, because they don't have the patent anymore for the T-disc. So they're just crazy on the Keurig's part, and that's what's pissing me off a little. That and the fact that the coffee maker is just a little bit slower. If you want to buy some this entire system is just designed to siphon as much money as you can from your pocket. I mean, in some point, I just like the Tassimo, even though I don't have my K-Cup 2.0. So to make some coffee with individual ground coffee, it's just a little bit faster and a little bit better. And if I had a choice, if I knew how much this system was gonna, not be as good as I thought, I would have just forget it, and I would just bought another Tassimo for $37. I mean, I paid $67 on sale for the $62, I think, on sale for Black Friday for the Keurig, and the Tassimo for Black Friday was like $37. I should have just bought a new Tassimo because my old one is starting to get of age, so it's like 4 years old, I think, for the Tassimo 5, but it's still working though. So a little bit disappointed for the Keurig. If I had to give it a score, which I'm going to put probably in the description of the video or the title of the video, the score is going to be 6 out of 10. So it's not a bad system. You got variety, which is on Keurig's side. You got tons of variety for coffee, but the thing is, it's not as fast as I want. The interface doesn't really do much besides telling it to make it strong and choosing your brew size, which Tassimo does also. So you can choose how much coffee you actually put in your Tassimo, and you're not restricted to just 10 ounce, because 10 ounce of coffee, man. Anybody who's drinking coffee and drinking a lot of coffee, 10 ounce is nothing. I mean, people used to take extra large coffee that are super large, so super large coffee. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this review. I thought I'd make a little video showing you guys the the difference between this one and maybe the Tassimo. Actually, I didn't put the Tassimo in there, but I just want to make a review on the K200, show you guys my opinion, what I think about it. And it's not a bad system per se, because right now almost all the K-Cups it's got that little white ring around it, so they're compatible with the 2.0 systems. But sometimes if you're putting the cup wrong in there, and it's just it's not gonna register because there's a little marking on the side, it's not gonna say oops, you're gonna get a little message error, and you're gonna have to open it and reclose it, and it's not gonna make a good seal around there. So plus my Tassimo isn't really leaking, versus if you're using one of the My K-Cups or the aftermarket ones, it's gonna start leaking. So you're gonna have coffee dripping all over, and you're gonna have to put the tray back in there, which I don't put the tray because my my mug is just taller, so it's a bigger mug. If I try to put the mug here, actually it's fitting. Huh. Well, it's just barely fitting. So I didn't think it was gonna fit, but it's fitting in there with the tray downstairs. So another thing you have to keep in mind. So the coffee maker is gonna drip from time to time. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment if you got any questions. And I enjoy making these videos for you guys, and just bringing out my some new products and my opinions on these products. So hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys on the next one.